heading into another week of big celebrations, celebrating July 4th and our 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. What fun lies ahead? Details to follow. And today, Dudley Bosler will lead us in inspiration in a few minutes. And Chaplain Paul will be with us for an interview. Tell us about his work here at Bristol Village. The sound booth is crowded today. A big thank you to Jim Boyce, Steve Trojak, and Tom Dudley, whose alias movie star name he also goes by Dudley Loher. So get your paper and pencil ready so you don't miss anything. Here's Sandy.
Well, good morning, and thank you for tuning in with us today with the upcoming events that we have for you. And we're very excited about sharing this with you this morning. I am Sandy Pulver, your co-host. And again, welcome, and we can just like you, Joy, to give these folks what's coming up this week.
Big week this week. All week long, the Nook is open 10 to 2, except Sunday. The risers are out there having coffee. Join them any day out there in the morning if you get up early and are ready to talk to other humans, except on Sunday. Check the BDTV, the Bugle, and the bulletin board for details about our regularly scheduled fitness classes and other activities. Another thing happening this week is 220 south of Waverly is closed. So it closes today from 8 to 3 at that railroad overpass. So that's going to be a big detour if you're headed that way. And another thing happening this week, hot. It's going to be our first hot week of summer. And we're not going to see any rain till the weekend.
That's good. Get us through the parade now.
There's the our parade, yeah. And the other parade might get a little rain, but you never know about that. Today at the center, our lunch special is Johnny Marizetti. Afternoon, all around the village, you can shoot pool at the residence cottage. The model railroad depot is open. The museum cottage is open. And it's a social hour, 5 to 6, at the residence cottage. And then, when you finish there, at 9:20 tonight, look up in the southeast sky for the full moon. Full moon tonight. Tomorrow, happy birthday to Phyllis McCann. Tomorrow is the due date for your Bristol Village Committee activity reports. So get those into your program rep. If you don't have a form, they're available in the computer room. On Wednesday, July hits us. So we're into July on Wednesday. So we have a new display case. July, we feature Americana-themed baskets. So our resident, Darlene Simpson, is sharing items from her home to help us remember this historic milestone we celebrate this week and this year. And then there's the golfers on Wednesday. So they finally have a sunshiny day. And last week, Dave Adams had the low score of 32 on the 3-par course. And Joe Craig came closest to the pin on hole 3 and had the longest putt on hole 9. So let's you know next week how they do today. Thursday, happy birthday to Go Well. Thursday is our recycle pickup day. The model railroad will not be open, usually open on Thursday, but because it's the 4th coming up and we have a lot happening that day here at the village, they will be closed. The White Elephant will be open 9 to 11. And then at 10, we start setting up for the parade. So the July 4th parade will roll on Thursday, July 2nd, a little confusing. So start setting up at 10 and rolls at 11. Then barbecue fun. You can get a $5 hot dog meal. We're going to have a bounce house and a dunk booth, $1 per person. So lots of fun after the parade. And that will be a place or
because we're out here at the canal. Well, we had the fun stroll.
Yes, so there's the big white tent is set up by the canal, between the canal and the run center. And during that time, we have a cake sale, 10 to 2. So if you would like to bake something, donate something so that to contribute to the sale, phone Sharon Webb. Here's the number. Got your pencil ready? 740-835-9322. You can also sign up in the lobby. And the proceeds from the cake sale go towards the construction of the new Waverly Library. And also on Thursday, there will be no enrichment hour. Again, so everybody's going to be busy getting ready for the 4th. On Friday, happy birthday to Brenda Owens. The Glenn Center will be closed. It's on Friday, so staff can celebrate with their family. But at 9:30 at night in Bristol Park, we're going to have fireworks. So come on over towards the field for Canal Kaboom. So get ready for the fireworks. And take care of your dog if they're scared of them. Yeah, that's a hard one.
Well, and cats.
Cats too.
I would think any animal that might like big sounds, you know.
Some of us humans too.
Yeah, that's true.
And then Saturday, we have lots of July 4th firecracker birthdays. Happy birthday to Larry Grunewald, Chelsea Kelly, and Bonnie Parker. The Glenn Center will be open for shorter hours. So on Saturday, we will open at 7 and close at 2:30. There's also a parade on Saturday, the Lake White Boat Parade. So that will roll at noon. The boats roll in a parade.
It kind of flows.
That will float at noon,
Right.
and it will leave the marina and head to the club. So you can, there are 2 public viewing places. You can view it at Lake White Marina or at the Lake White Club. Last year, Sandy and I went to the club. Yeah, and watched it. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, pretty fun. Then Sunday, the center is open regular hours, but there will be no religious liberal fellowship and no vespers. So enjoy your time with your family on Sunday. And that's it for the week. Back to Sandy.
Well, thank you, Joyce, for all the input. And is the White Elephant going to be open on Thursday, Tom? The White Elephant on Thursday. They will be open? Okay. I didn't think they would be. That is the day of the parade. So we really want to focus everybody to be there.
All right. I stand corrected. White Elephant is closed.
Yeah, White Elephant is closed. Okay. Well, this time I'm going to turn this over to Dudley Loher for our inspiration. And good morning, Dudley.
Good morning. Glad to be with you this morning on a nice foggy night this morning. So that the started out cold, but I guess it's going to be warm. All right, this morning I'd like one word that we've been reading a lot about this last week, and we will this week, is the word freedom. We hear about freedom for political freedom, freedom of speech, freedom of actions, but the one that we don't hear too much about that I would like for us to think about this morning is freedom from emotional concerns. That is freedom from fear of harm or sickness, freedom from confusion about right and wrong, and freedom about the fear of knowing what is the meaning of life. These are freedoms that seem to affect us all. And the Bible tells us about freedom. If the Son, that is Jesus, sets you free, you will be free indeed. And I would like for us to think quickly about 3 of these freedoms. Freedom from fear. That is, freedom from harm or sickness or dangers. You see, if the Son sets you free, you'll be free indeed, for Jesus is always with you. He has promised He will never leave us, nor will He ever forsake us. Doesn't mean that we will be free from sickness. We all know that. And we're not going to doesn't mean we'll be free from difficulties in life, but it does mean that Jesus will be there with us, and we will never be alone. And therefore, we can face these situations with freedom from fear of these situations because Jesus will be with us. And then there's the freedom from confusion. That is freedom from what is right and wrong. Everyone today seems to think that they know what is right and wrong. So how do we know what is right and wrong? Well, the Bible says that Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. Therefore, the truth is found in the teachings of Jesus. And so we don't have to be confused about what is right and wrong today. Just read the Bible, follow the teachings of Jesus, for He is the truth. And then freedom from not knowing the meaning of life. Where did we come from? Why are we here? That is, what is the purpose of our being here on earth? The Bible says Jesus is the life. Therefore, the where and why of our life is found in our relationship with Him. For Jesus is life. Jesus gives the meaning to life. Freedom, yes, we have freedom, but the greatest freedom is found in that relationship with Jesus Christ. Let us pray. Our Father and our God, we thank you and praise you that we can know true freedom in our relationship with Jesus. Help us, Lord, that in this day that we will find that true freedom in Him. And we will not have to live in fear, but with joy and happiness. We commit this day to you. In Jesus' name.
Thank you, Dudley. We appreciate your time with you. We had a full month with you. This has been a blessing. I'm going to give you some time off.
Oh, really? Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Enjoy and be safe for this heated week this week, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. God bless you.
Well, yeah, but I lived for 40 years in the tropics, so the heat
Doesn't bother you now.
In fact, now it's just glad that it's
Getting hot?
getting hot.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't have to wear sweaters anymore.
Until she comes in the center.
Right.
Well, thank you. Be safe. Well, National Church Residence Chaplaincy began a natural extension of our founding mission, a Christian commitment to serve seniors. As time passed, the scope of our missions expanded. Chaplaincy was no longer just about offering traditional religious support. It became a providing a form of spiritual care that transcends faith boundaries, focusing on the shared human experiences. Today, I am so proud to have our own chaplain, Paul Girdley, here with us this morning. And thank you. Hopefully, you can have our listeners out there understand what your services are and how you benefit, or how they actually benefit from your services. Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome back from vacation.
Yes, it's good to be here.
You
Thanks for having me.
rested.
Yes, thank you. It's good to be away for a week and get to the ocean and to get away from my phone and just to do a little self-care, which is always an important thing.
For sure. Okay, new times. I'm going to let this floor be yours for a few minutes here.
Sure.
And just let our folks know, we're going to put it in the face of the name, especially for you new people that have moved in. This is our chaplain, and he is all over the place.
Yes, so my name is Chaplain Paul Girdley for many of you that are new, and I'd like to explain to you, what the chaplaincy program is, and what we do here at Bristol Village. So my program is different from being a pastor. A pastor is over a church, is over a ministry setting in that way. But a chaplain program is different in that we have two core competencies that we have. One is to be an advisor, not a decision maker. An advisor to residents and an advisor to staff on all things pertaining to religion, spiritual care, ethics, resiliency, and resident care matters, those kind of things. So I would like to make that clear, is that we provide advisement, and we do not ones that go in and try to make a decision. That's a very important thing, to make a distinction on it. In addition to that, with that advisement, I don't come into your home with an agenda. I come to listen to what you have to say and to match the moment to where you are. So if you want to talk about certain things in your life, or you want to talk about certain matters, that's where the conversation will be. If you want to talk about end-of-life review, which some of our residents have, we'll talk about that. If you want to talk about other things, then we will match the moment in those areas. I do the same thing with staff and provide advisement for certain things. We just had a big discussion on the usage of AI in the workplace, and the culture has to shift with that. It's not that we're trying to cut corners or be lazy in our work, but to make our work be enhanced, polished, and better. AI will help us do that. So those are just examples of advisement. The next competency that we have is to be a religious leader. What that means is that if I'm asked to give a memorial service or a funeral honors or to lead a service in certain ways, I can do that. I have the competency to make that happen. So asked to lead a Bible study, asked to lead certain things, we try to lead in those moments to be a religious leader. And again, that's in regards to spiritual matters, religious, ethics, and resiliency matters, and those kind of things. So be an advisor and a religious leader. So those are our two competencies of the chaplain program that we try to bring in. So there's a whole host of things that are with that, but I don't know if that answers your question.
It's perfect. What about in the community? I mean, not just here, you reach out in the community as well.
Yes, so to make those competencies work, the number one thing that a chaplain program needs is the strategic relationships that we have. So I have to network, I have to know where the resources are, so that if I'm going to resource an issue or a problem set or an area of need, we have to know where those resources are. And if I just sit in my office or just stay within the community, that does not help our residents. So I try to reach out with the senior center, I try to reach out with the local area health agencies that meet together, community action, different kinds of things. One of the things that we just came across is Veterans in Need. They provide food boxes for our veterans for once each month, and we deliver those boxes for our veterans. So we look for programs like that. Another area was with the USDA, Department of Agriculture. They give a $50 credit to the local food markets, to those that participate, and we help get those individuals signed up over at Bristol Port and down at Riverview, one of our sister communities in Portsmouth. Advocacy is a very important thing.
Sounds good. And how can we reach you? What's your phone number?
Yeah, my cell phone number is in the back of your directory. That is in there right next to my name, Chaplain Pulver, and you'll see it. It's 614-813-9678. And you can call me or text me. I would just advise, if you do give me a call, be sure to leave me a message if I don't get your phone call, so that I can know who it is I'm going to call back. I get a number of calls, and some of those are spam calls, as you get as well.
Well, thank you so much for your time this morning, Chaplain. We really thank you for that and for all that you do for us in the community.
Yes, and I'd like to thank you. My greatest thing that I love about being a chaplain here at Bristol Village is our residents. And I love getting to know you, and I love that you share your life with me. And it doesn't feel like a job that I get to go to work to. It just feels like a community that I get to live within.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Thank you.
Stay cool.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Well, that was nice. I've been wanting to do that for some time. Okay, for our upcoming events, I'd like to share with you this morning is the next executive meeting meets on Friday, July 10th. It's in the multipurpose room at 2 o'clock. Now, if you're a new committee member or like a person in charge, you want to make sure you attend these meetings. And if you have a report, you can bring it to the meeting and try to stay connected so you know what's going on. I hope you do mark your calendars for Saturday, July 11th. It's for a hike through a mowed path with benches to sit and rest, if necessary. You want to take the beauty of these 4 acres of some native wildflowers. It's right here off of 2nd Street next to or behind New Covenant Church up on the hill at 211 Schmidt Drive. You want to register. There's 2 available times to take this walk. This is from either 10 to 11 or from 4 to 5. And you want to contact Amanda Perkins. Her number is 740-289-4837. This way she kind of knows how many people are going to show up. So that would be a really nice adventure, nice little walk through the park there to see some beautiful flowers. Now, the Discovery Series presents on Thursday, July 9th, is Live Well, A Little Goes a Long Way. That's at 2 o'clock here in the Glenn Center. The last 6 months has been some amazing topics of good health education classes, and some new topics are going to be coming very soon so that we can tell you more about what's coming up in August. But if you are unsure about what this entails, it is led by our rehab director, Kim Moore, and our associate, Tony Stewart. Each month they have, like I said, classes pertaining to your health needs as well as just knowing how to take care better of yourself and keep it safe, for that matter. Working for Others is a welcoming activity meeting on July 14th and the 28th. This is the 2nd and 4th Tuesday of every month for July, that is the 14th and 28th. The group meets together in the arts and crafts room from 1 to 3. They're making lap quilts for shut-ins for Christmas, and they've got, they're working on like 200 plus. And this is really a lot of fun for people to come together knotting, or maybe just cutting some fabric, or just using your creative hands by helping. You want to contact Joyce Holben. She oversees this program, and her phone number is 724-493-1217. I also like to share, we've been invited, and many times you're always invited, is over to the Pike County Senior Center. They have bingo on Tuesday, Thursday, and Fridays from 10:30 to 11:30 with some great prizes of home needs, like with soaps and dishes, whatever you need, those fun things. But Wednesday is also open to some live music. That's with bluegrass and gospel, and they're liven up your spirits. That's the Pike Pickers go over there every Wednesday. In fact, they're going to be here for our 4th of July celebration up here at the canal playing some good music. But it'll be a lot of fun to just try that out. Also, too, on Friday nights, every other Friday at 6 o'clock, they have live music. So if there's some of you out there that like to get out on a Friday evening and want to do something other than staying home watching TV or just being looking at the 4 walls, you can go and listen to some music and dancing at the Pike Center. And the Willow Creek Band plays there. And we had them here last year for our Enrichment Hour. They're really an amazing group, really good music, a lot of fun. Lastly, on Tuesdays from 1:30 to 2:30, there's a class on Parkinson's. And it kind of focuses on strength and flexibility to improve your mobility. So those are some nice things that they do offer there at the Pike Center. Susan Shaw, I was talking with her the other evening, and she will meet with the program and activities chairpersons to give you a report on the Stroll, Run, Roll funds that were made for your program and activity. All chairpersons will be notified of time and place in the next couple of weeks. Remember, too, the Pike County Fair begins July 24th to August 1st, with Senior Day on July 30th. You want to watch? There's always a lot of fairs during the summer. Do you like to go to fairs during?
I went to Pike County Fair last year.
Did you? I've never been. I think it'd be a lot of fun. They've got some good shows, and especially on a free day for seniors. That'd be fun to go to. The July premiere dinner is scheduled for Thursday, July 23rd, with RSVP by Friday the 17th. There's buttered fried chicken with artichokes, carrots, and onions with a Madeira wine sauce. Now, there's an unusual entree. I wasn't even going to try to kill it with pronouncing it. And then they got for dessert some cake and some chocolate mousse. But in order to register, you need to go to the cafe. It's for $25. It's always a lovely night to get out on Thursday evening for this premiere dinner. The Atomic Plant has a tour coming up Saturday, July 18th, leaving promptly at 8:15 with proof of citizenship with your ID card. If you have guests that are under 18, it will not be allowed, so you have to be 18 or over. So if you want to bring a grandchild or somebody that's that age, you need to be 18 or over. You want to contact Sharon Manson. Her number is 740-708-1100. And finally, I'm going to give us a little bit of a drum roll, but I don't want to excite the guys back there with our noise. We do have a winner of the 4th of July basket from the Nook that has not been opened. So if you're out there listening and you know this person, just let them know that they won this lovely tin can with candy, popcorn, a lot of little things for the holiday celebration. And the name is Diane Zurich. Yes, Zwick. I think it's Zwick. Zwick, yes. She lives over there on Wendy. So if you know Diane, tell her that she's going to have help carrying it out. But she can't carry that by herself. I know that. It's kind of hard. Real quick, too, I have a news flash from Andrea's desk. If you don't know who Andrea is, she's our sales rep here in the office, and she wants to, and it's been on BBTV, I noticed, but she sent this to me and asked me to apologize from the office about missing your name if it's not been mentioned on a birthday list or on BBTV. It could have happened that it was dropped from your profile or not even given to the person that was taking the information, or maybe at that time you didn't want your birthday announced. Sometimes folks have had their birthday announced twice in 1 year. We can't afford that, Joe. Not worried, you can't have 2 birthdays in 1 year. No. So if you have an error or you want to have your birthday announced and it's been missing, contact Sarah in the office and they'll make sure to put it on the list there, and it will probably be announced in the next bugle for recognition for that. And real quick, like Joyce said, it's going to be a hot week. Just a few suggestions. You want to drink plenty of liquids, such as water, fruit, or vegetable juices, maybe some electrolytes in your water. Dress for the weather, wear lightweight clothing, light colors, and possibly loose if possible. Also, do avoid the outside exercise. Don't overdo it, especially in the heat of the day, and when it's very hot. And do wear some sunscreen, maybe 15 SPF or better, with a hat and some sunglasses. And if you do have a headache, sometimes that comes with heat or confusion or dizziness or even some nauseous, there could be something related to the heat. So go to a doctor in emergency and just be careful. So I'll turn this back over to you.
There is a recycling opportunity. Our Pike County Recycling Center will recycle glass and hard styrofoam, but you have to take it there. So I'm trying to get some folks who want to recycle those things to start kind of a carpool. Like if we get 4 of us, then once every 4 weeks you would drive all our stuff to the Pike County Recycling Center, which is really an amazing place, and I always enjoy going there. Friendly folks, really helpful. So if you're interested in joining my own group, chat with me, or you can contact me at 513-502-2345. As you're shopping for July 4th, remember our local produce options. Wave Farm, the tent just across the street from us, is open every day except Sunday. They have great produce over there. The Amish group on 2nd Street, they're open Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, so you can also get food for your celebration there. So it got back to me that some folks are upset that pride flags are flying in the village, and I have given way too much thought on a kind, productive response to that. And here's where I landed. There is so much pain in the world that if there's a reason to celebrate, I'm there. I dance with Sandy twice a week. I love how the music moves through our bodies, and we have fun twice a week. So if you're concerned about what you see at my house, ask me about my flag. I want to know about your flag. We all have a story, and we all have so much more in common than we are different. So won't you be my neighbor? So let's move into this July 4th week, and let's celebrate. Let's find joy and beauty, because we've got to balance out the pain in the world. So happy 4th.
Thank you. That was great to express that. Speaking of express, I want to thank our chaplain for all he does around here on campus, also to each one of you for your input, your expressions through surveys, conversations amongst your peers, and being open to the needs of one another. We have a great community here, and with the summer full of picnics and car show, we have a corn roast coming up and more. We want to stay connected, stay as a family, and keep positive. And with that, do have a safe holiday. Wait for it, and we'll see you on Thursday, 10 o'clock, here in the heat of the sun, lining up for a great parade and a great afternoon of some fun. So don't miss out. Come and join us, and we'll see you then. God bless. Have a great week.
Happy 4th.